Thank you. Social media has made it possible to keep in touch with multiple people at the same time. Fox 13's Carrie Klesick is here to tell us how politicians are using it. Good morning.
Good morning, Ann. Yeah, these days with Facebook and Twitter, politicians can communicate with us like never before. And we have a very socially savvy leader here in Tampa, Mayor Bob Buckhorn. And he is our guest this morning. Mayor, good morning. How you doing?
Good, Carrie.
Thanks for being here.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so social media and politics, some politicians embrace it and some run from it. You are one of those who has embraced it. Why?
Well, because it's a valuable tool for me to communicate with not only the people during the course of a campaign, but more importantly, to have a two-way conversation with the people who hired me for this job. In fact, I tweeted that I was coming over here this morning.
I think we retweeted you, by the way.
Did you really?
Yeah.
That's great. But it's, you know, I love it. I love being able to interact with people. I love letting people know what I'm doing, what's going on in the city. Very rarely is it about me personally, but more importantly, what's going on and where they can get involved and where they can come and see me.
Was there a defining moment for you where you said, okay, this is something that I need to be doing?
Well, I think all of us in politics watched the Obama campaign in 2008. And we saw how well that campaign communicated with the voters and how effective that was and what an impact that had and how influential it was in the outcome. And I think using that sort of boilerplate, it was a lesson for us that there is a new dynamic, there's a new way to communicate that you can control, that you don't have to pay for, that's not going to be edited, that you can have a genuine conversation with people, and people respond to that. They want genuineness in their elected officials, and they want to know more about you personally, and this is one way that you can reach out and touch people, and they can touch you.
You've talked to us before about the frustration of seeing kids who grow up here in Tampa, who go to school here all their lives, and then go to college here and then leave to go somewhere else. Can being more progressive, a mayor that's socially active, a police department that is, a city that is, can that help prevent that kind of thing from happening?
I think so. You know, I'm not the hippest guy in the world. You know, I'm 54 years old. I'm never going to be hip. But I think the ability to communicate with folks, and we've encouraged all of our departments to get involved in social media. When we started 2 years ago, Tampa had no social media presence. I mean, we've got thousands of followers now. Our police department has tens of, maybe not tens of thousands, but thousands of followers. So I think if you're going to attract that intellectual capital, if you're going to keep your best and brightest young people here, they want to know that their city is hip, that it's cool, that it's diverse, and to some degree that the elected officials know how to communicate with them. So I do think it's important. I need to lead by example, Carrie.
I picked out 3 people you follow on Twitter. We're going to have a little lightning round style fun here. 3 people you follow on Twitter. Just give me a few thoughts here that come to mind when I say their name. You ready?
Sure.
Charlie Crist.
Interesting to watch what Charlie's going to do. Charlie communicates a lot by social media. I think we will know his intentions probably via social media quicker than we will with traditional media.
How about the Pope? You follow the Pope on Twitter?
I do. I'm Catholic. He is the leader of the Catholic Church, but also a man of huge influence around the world. I think it's important that I know as a Catholic what he is talking about and how it will shape sort of my life and my views.
Eager to hear this one, Governor Rick Scott.
Governor Scott, absolutely. Governor Scott and I work well together on a lot of economic development issues. Obviously, I differ on a lot of other things with him, but knowing what he is doing, he is the governor of our state. I want him to be successful because if he's successful, our state's successful. And so having that relationship with him personally and on social media, I think is good for me as mayor.
Good answer. Well said. Well done. Mayor Bob Buckhorn, thanks for being here this morning. Sure. We appreciate it. Good to see you again.
Thanks, Kerry.
All right. Dave?
Mr. Mayor, don't worry, because Kerry's not very hip either. So you're okay in that department. In